Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's check out Gran Turismo 7 running on the PlayStation 5. I'm using a PSVR2. Hopefully this comes out. Unfortunately, I can't see anything outside of this headset. So from my view, this is just a 2D screen. So the game is not fully 3D all the time. There are 2D presentations which just look like a flat screen in front of me. This is one of those things. Can I skip this? No. Somebody spent some time doing this apparently. You gotta appreciate them. I will say the good thing is that you can use a standard PlayStation 5 controller. You don't have to use the 3D motion controllers, so that's awful nice. Of course, with anything that's a native PlayStation 5, PSVR2, the clarity is really good. The visual quality is good. Colors really pop. That's the benefit of this headset. But the only bad thing, or one of the only bad things, being the very small window where things are clear. So you really have to fiddle with your headset in order to get it to a point where things look crisp. And I mean, this is considered one of the more comfortable headsets in the world, which to me seems super weird because it is a little weird. It has to sit on your forehead, and then the back of the strap has to kind of hug the back of your head in order for it to seat properly so that it doesn't move around. I can't believe they're actually making me watch this one. Also, the first part of the game makes you play this driving minigame that's sort of set to music, or that is set to music. Or you can even play the regular game, which kind of a strange decision, I must say. It's almost the world famous professional racer. Beetle's also known for winning several Gran Turismos. A couple Gran Turismos held on the moon. Probably most people didn't know that. I don't know why it is, but this headset, with the way it fits on my head, it tends to make me pitch my head up. So I'm sure that affects the way the screen looks for the output. I don't know, I try to adjust there we go. So that I try to adjust the centering so that my eyes actually look at the center of the screen. But by default, it makes you kind of look like the center of the screen is actually a little above your vision, above your eye line. I don't know why the default's set that way. It is what it is. Again, for me, this part is still in 2D. It's like only the actual racing is in 3D. Or, sorry, is in VR. And the thing about the PSVR 2 and the Gran Turismo 7 is that they really don't half-ass the VR experience. Like, even though they spent so much time doing all the other things in Gran Turismo 7, they also spent quite a bit of time getting the feel of the cockpit right for the few people that have the PSVR 2 that are running it on their PlayStation 5 or PS5 Pro. So yeah, quite a lot of effort put into something which is, just a limited audience. You know, I get some aliasing problems, just the nature of the PSVR2. It's not, again, not a perfectly crisp anti-aliased picture. But as far as the picture goes, you know, because we're using you know, we're using these nice screens from LG. You know, again, you get a nice HDR picture quality. You get a very significantly bright picture as well. That's really the advantage that this has over other headsets. You know, even something like the Meta Quest 3. You know, uses standard LCD, which still looks pretty good. You know, I'd say in some ways, some aspects of it look better, and the comfort. Well, I don't know if that's better or not, but it's certainly different. But the PSVR2 wins it as far as like the color reproduction goes. You know, OLED is the way to go for these things. It's the same thing with the Vitchers. You know, the Vitchers have a very, very nice look to them. I mean, because of those OLED screens. Oh no, I promised a review on those. I swear it's coming. Alright, that was a long time watching that movie, which didn't really need to happen. Alright, must be around. Are you ready for your new adventure? Sure. Your name's Sarah. Well. Start by asking me, Have I ever traveled the world of Gran Turismo before? I'll say no. World of Gran Turismo is a world all about cars. This world is vast, rich, and in-depth. Oh boy. Let's get out here and explore the new world. Alright, let me bring my conquistadors so we can steal all the gold in the land. You know, be amazed by tall buildings, majestic plazas, and still call the people primitive. I got a used car dealer. Alright, let's go. That's always the most fun experience in the world. Oh, but they even got somebody that looks like sells used cars. Okay. This game's already too realistic. My name is Andy, the owner of this dealership. Nice to meet you. Yes, great. Yeah, what are we at? What's your advice? Pick the most expensive car! Pay attention to the PP, as well as the looks and price. PP stands for performance points. Indicates how fast the car is. Well, I don't think I'm going to get any fast cars the first time around, Expressed by a numerical value that gives you an overall indicator of the car's performance. This includes engine power, aerodynamics, handling, among other things. The higher the PP is, the faster and stronger the car. That's also true in real life. Actually, maybe that's not true. I don't know who anybody that has like a high PP is considered fast and strong. Since you're starting out on your adventure, it'll be good to start with a Japanese compact car. Well, of course. With the cars in stock now, that would be these three. The Honda Fit, Toyota Aqua, and a Mazda Demio. Any one of these would serve you well. You make your choice based on your PP selection. Feel free to choose the one you like. Of the ones that I suggested. Jerk. Oh, well, I got 20,000 anyway, so let's do the Mazda. I don't need to learn anything. I haven't learned anything since high school. Maybe middle school. High school is kind of a bummer. When you buy your car, you gain collector points in accordance to its price and value. The more collector points you have, the higher your collector level will be. This collector level reflects your rank as a car collector. So, buy lots of cars and raise your collector level. Oh, God. Teaching you to be a shallow bitch. I see you picked out your first car. Congratulations. So, meowmurai, this will be your first car. Once you leave here, I recommend going to your garage and checking out your new car. Garage is now open. Let's go to your garage. It's still weird. All the time I'm still looking at a 2D image. Is this my garage? That's a garage for everything. Where's the garage? There we go. This is the garage. Place to store your car collection. This is your home base when you can switch cars, change settings, or just take time to admire your collection. Like a shallow you can also turn in your tickets you win in races here and receive bonus items as well. Once you check everything out, let's head out to the cafe next. Oh. Okay. I guess we should drive to the cafe, huh? Maybe not that kind of not that kind of game, yeah. A cafe shrouded in the woods. It doesn't look trustworthy. This is a place where you get murdered. Let's go inside. 2D image still. Wow, so you're meowmurai. You're just starting out on a new adventure, right? My name is Luca, the owner of this cafe. We not only serve food and drinks here, but also provide special menu books for exploring this world. Why am I going to cafe for this? The menu book contains hints and objectives for enjoying car collections and racing. Once you complete one menu book, I'll have another ready for you. Let's start by choosing your first menu book. Oh, what an odd way to open a racing game. Okay, sure. Whatever. The first menu prepared for you is all about collecting Japanese compact cars. The goal is simply to acquire the 3 cars listed on the menu. You might have 1 or 2 of them already, but your work's not done until you've collected all 3. You can receive the cars as a reward for your performance in certain World Circuit races. An orange compass icon will guide you to the race, where the cars you acquire can be won. Yeah, fiddle with this thing sometimes. Be sure to come back to the cafe once you've collected all 3 cars. Good luck! Are you not gonna serve me anything that is in a cafe? I don't even have a coffee on my table. World Circuit's not open. Now open. You go to a cafe and not drink any coffee, have any food. I mean, it might be like the cafes in Amsterdam that are not what we call cafes here. World Circuits. Americas, Europe, Asia, Oceania. Sure, Americas, huh? Start there. Northbound Speedway. Quick Race Sunday Cup. Unlimited PP. Ho, ho. I feel that way after I've had a night of drinking. Seems like it never ends. Alright, now we're finally in VR. Wow, it takes a while. Here I am with a sweaty forehead. All this time, not even getting any VR. Oh, you'll excuse me, please, thank you. I said the VR is very impressive. I mean, if you only owned one game on your VR, so you weren't too impressed with it with other games, this would be the game that would make you keep it. In fact, I can hardly think of any other VR game, racing game certainly, that looks as good as this. The frame rate's totally smooth. It's a jitter-free image. Well, maybe not for you folks watching at home. You're probably watching my head bounce all around because, you know, I have stable breathing problems apparently. And the 3D depth is all the way to the outside of the screen. You know, some 3D depth only like kind of goes like halfway through the screen. That's the the bad thing about some VR products. This way, yeah. All the way to the horizon, you will see it. And the central view of the cockpit is actually quite a bit. Well, it's basically in the middle. Well, in this case, middle left of the viewpoint. Like a lot of games, racing games, they'll put the cockpit kind of halfway up the screen so that the cockpit is like super prominent. But that's not how you drive. When you drive, your cockpit is just kind of below your vision. You know, you look at it occasionally to check your speed. Maybe if there's a light flashing or something, you check it, but it's not primarily where you're looking. And this game gets it right. Primarily, you're looking out of the driver's side window, out in front. Yeah, you can move your head and take a look at everything else. Why am I driving in the Americas with my car, with my steering wheel on the right-hand side? I think maybe the Japanese don't know where America is. Really, you can't miss it. I mean, you may want to avoid it over the next couple of years. Yeah, then back to 2D. Like I said, just only the time that you spend driving is where you're in VR. Oh, the replay isn't in VR. That's weird. I would have thought this would be in VR too. Huh. Interesting. Let's go to Europe, where the position of the steering wheel is probably in the right place. It would be funny if the driver's side was on the left for the European circuit. Okay, so I guess all cars are European cars, no matter what continent you race them on. I gotta remember, this is not TDU, and I'm not supposed to hit vehicles. I'm supposed to drive like a regular person whose life might be on the line. Yeah, again, incredibly smooth, and every time you're going up and down a hill, well, I don't know if everybody experiences, but I certainly feel it. Feel my stomach drop a little bit. If you're one of those lucky people that it doesn't affect, and good on you. The changes in elevation, and the fact that I'm not feeling the inertia which my body expects. Your brain expects to feel a certain way if your vision is showing motion, and then it sort of makes up for it, and makes you feel a little sick. But that's okay. Growing up, I was used to being sick anyway, so it's just like it's just like when I was a kid playing a game like this. Fortunately, I don't think you get any better as you get older. Boy, the handbrake is immediate. Yahoo! I don't know why, but the screen always seems to like creep up and up and up. Like I can never get it to stay where I set it. It used to be an absolutely huge problem with the initial release of the PSVR2 games, was that they would slowly drift right. And the longer you played, the more it would drift. Hopefully they fixed all that. Oh wait, am I supposed to do this one? The spicy cup? Only 2 pepper spice level though. Let's see, usable time. You're in violation of the regulations, will not be able to enter this race. Please change the following items to conform. Install the specified tires. Oh, okay. Ain't no time for that. Me personally, I like these games where they just offer a menu for you to do your next race. It's kind of the bad thing about the open world style of racing games is that you're always like, seems like you're always driving to and from a place, and it always takes a certain amount of time. So, you know, you better make sure that the places that you're going to are really interesting. Otherwise, it can feel like a drag. Resist the urge to hit the Prius. I do want to, though. The Mazda, or as some of my friends say, the Mazda. The Mazda 8. I can't believe how unbelievably smooth this frame rate is. You never know what you get with VR, because sometimes the VR is a little primitive. A lot of VR games are kind of on the low end side. You know, there's so much processing power that needs to happen for a VR game that the engines tend to get overweight, and the performance tends to suck. But here's not the case. Again, it's a very smooth 60. It doesn't feel like it drops. It may, but it doesn't feel like it. It still surprises me that the replays are only 2D. Maybe that's different on the PS5 Pro. Okay, you snobby cafe man. You got all your damn cars. Are you actually going to serve me some coffee for once? Congratulations! You succeeded in getting all 3 cars. This completes this collection. And boy, have I got some stories to tell you about these cars. Oh, please don't. Let's talk later. Yes, please. Let's take a good look at these cars and hear what Luca has to say about them. I would rather not. Listen carefully. It'll deepen your knowledge and just may lead to new discoveries. I don't want to hear about how he made out with his mom in one of the cars. You know, that's a story I never want to hear. Yeah. Oh, I met my third wife in that Mazda. Not a lot of room back there. Got a cramp in my third hip. The compact nature makes them quite agile, making them popular with new drivers. Japanese compact cars are famous for their technical prowess. For example, the diesel engine in the 4th generation Demio is considered one of Mazda's true masterpieces. There's also the 3rd generation Honda Fit Hybrid, which was the most fuel-efficient car in Japan when it was released. Finally, there's the Toyota Aqua, another compact hybrid that boasts great fuel efficiency and excellent handling. As you can see, many compact cars have ended up becoming all-time classics. Like how he's trying to sell me the car that I already own. Okay, licensing, yes. Menu books. Touch yourself at the license center. Yeah, sure. You don't need to collect any cars for this menu. Instead, I'd like you to check out the license center. Earning licenses in the license center is a great way to improve your driving skills, especially if you're struggling. Not saying you're struggling, but maybe you should go visit the license center. Once you develop your skills, you can test yourself by going for gold in all the challenges. Start out by earning a bronze prize or better in the first challenge for the national B license. Once you score a B or better, come back and see me. You might meet my 4th wife out there. Made out with her in a Toyota Corolla. License center's now open. All right. This is the license center. This is where you can hone your driving techniques to become more efficient on a racetrack. License prove that you passed each test. When you go for each license, you'll learn various driving skills. You can also gauge how much your skills have improved. Make sure you're keeping up. It's the ideal training ground for those who want to make it in this competitive world. Oh my god, what is... Welcome to the license center. I'm Daniel Solis, your coach with the National Bill License. I'm also a Gran Turismo driver from the North American region. Oh yeah, you maybe have had 1 or 2 hamburgers, my friend. You'll be able to polish your driving skills here, starting with the basics such as going straight, turning, and stopping. But maybe not accelerating. We can get to that at some other time. Come on, let's try this out. Starting and stopping. I think this is interesting that you would do this after you've already had a full race. B1 is starting and stopping. You need to accelerate off the line and stop inside the goal area. Relax, just keep going straight. And choose something by the side of the track that will tell you when to brake. When you reach that point, stomp on the brake pedal until you stop. All set, let's go. Did I not need these skills when I was driving a full, 3 full races? Congratulations on getting silver, but we're not done here yet, right? Let's go for gold next. Okay, let's go for gold next. I won't hear the end of it. Your damn hamburger eating ass. It's one of those guys that orders a triple Whopper. Maybe 2 of them. I don't know. I haven't had the joy of having one. I mean, I see it on the menu, I'm just like, do you need 3 patties? When do you need 3 patties for a hamburger? Seems like you should save that for a special occasion, like, you know, when you're on your deathbed. Congratulations, getting gold. That was pretty awesome. Really impressive. Well, thank you. You're gonna treat me to a quadruple whopper? Or maybe a chicken mac? I hope in my lifetime I never have one of those. High-speed ring. Starting and stopping 2. In case gas and brake were too much for you. B2 is starting and stopping 2. The car is faster than the one in the B1, but your objective is exactly the same. This challenge is all about braking, just like B1. The only difference is that you're in a faster car. This means you'll need to hit the brakes a bit earlier. Good luck. Actually, he's not that big looking. It's just an exaggeration, folks. I'm sure he's fat from the waist down. Possibly even the ankle down, you know. Congratulations, you passed the test. Thank you. He doesn't really sound all that enthusiastic, though. Maybe he's a little disappointed. I don't know, I maybe reading into that too much. Cornering basics. B3 is cornering basics 1. We'll be checking your steering skills in the right hand corner. Oh, these are the worst. Yeah. Let's start with the basics of taking a corner. You can turn through this right hander just by using the steering wheel, as opposed to your tongue or something. Be careful to stay on the track and focus on the angle and timing of your turn. And don't use your tongue. Use the steering wheel. Can't believe I have to say that. See, this is why you need to go to American schools. Well, congratulations, you passed this test. Okay. Learn the fundamentals of racing. Race with the steering wheel, not your tongue. Also, how to start and stop your car within a designated area. B4 is cornering basics 2. It's exactly the same as B3, but with a faster car. Okay. You can't take the corner at full throttles, so ease off the accelerator or apply the brakes before turning. And I highly suggest the double fish sandwich at McDonald's. I would say you wouldn't regret it, but you will. But not at the time of your consumption. Congratulations, you passed the test. That's right, regret is like life. The only time you learn what not to do is when it's all over. B5 is cornering basics 3, where you'll drive through a series of consecutive corners. Find the right steering rhythm and use the entire width of the track. I told that to the girls in the office, and I had to go see HR. Apparently they didn't know I was talking about driving. My wanton... Was that multiple turns? That was 2 turns. Okay. Congratulations, you passed the test. Okay, I thought that was going to be slightly more challenging than 2 turns. Had a better story lined up that would, but yeah, the race is already over. B6 is Corning Basics 4. I don't know why we call it B6 when maybe we should call it C4. I don't know. You'll be going through the same consecutive course of the faster car. Once again, use the steering wheel. I see you sticking out that tongue. Put that back in your mouth, mister. Best test. It's amazing how much time is spent in 2D. Guess for some reason I thought there would just be like more 3D, more VR in a VR game, but that's okay. I guess it would have been a pain in the ass to figure out how to like place all these objects in 3D space. Here we'll get into the basics of braking in corners. B7 is all about braking. You need to reduce your speed before entering that corner. Try to find the right spot for getting on the brakes. Use your feet. Okay, don't use your knuckles. One time you use knuckles is in Sonic. That's why you need to go to an American school. You'll learn these basic things. Crazy Europeans and your steering wheel's on the wrong side. Pass the test. I don't know why I find that so strange that the steering wheels are on the right side instead of the left side. Yeah, okay. Introduce you to the first corner of the Mount Panorama Circuit. This challenge is also about finding visual references on the track to remind you when to brake. Be sure to decelerate sufficiently before entering the corner. That's the key to getting a good time. And paying extra for the threesome. That's the best time you'll have. Don't cheap out on that. Congratulations, you passed the test. Wow, how many of these are there? Well, there's a ton of these things. Oh, 10, okay. Cornering Basic 7. Let's see, B9 is Cornering Basic 7. I don't know why the numbers can't match the course numbers, but it's fine. Where you'll work on mastering mid and low speed corners. This challenge requires you to take 2 corners. Like a double Big Mac. That's 4 patties, but there's 2 big... You know what? I'm not going to get into it. You keep your car stable and make sure it's moving in a straight line when you apply the brakes. That's why you should go to an American school. Learn about 2 double Big Macs. Is double Big Mac 4 patties or is it 8? I have no idea. We're talking about driving here. Don't get distracted. Okay. Again, it seems like this thing just kind of slowly moves up. You must try to reset your vision whenever you're in the car, but where the menus are in 2D and where you look at when you're driving a car they generally tend to be in different places. So I'm not sure why it always tries to correct that for you. Looks like you passed all challenges from B1 to B9. Well done. Next up is B10, the final exam. Pass that and the license is all yours. You're nearly there. Don't let up. Like, what if you just quit the game here and just never play it again? It's like too much pressure. I don't know if I can take the final course. Alright, here it is, your final exam. Pass this exam and you'll be issued a National B license. Or butt license. The final exam requires you to take a series of corners. Use the skills and techniques you picked up so far to negotiate each corner the best you can. Get bronze or better in this exam and you'll be given a license, so good luck. I'll just get a participation license? Yeah, well, yeah. Take that a little fast, alright. Even thinking some of the corners kind of gives you that little bit of motion sickness. But that's good. Like I said, I don't play a VR game to not ever get motion sick. Oh, okay. Not good enough. Sorry, did I not take a corner? Is my car still stuck on the track? You know, eternally clipped into a corner? What's the time must be again? Oh, okay, I was just a little long. Sorry, yeah. Trying not to run into the corners. Congratulations, you passed the national butt license test. Tell all the kids in homeroom you did it. Okay. Got a license to drive, which we have been doing for a while now, but now that we have a license, we won't get pulled over. Well, I mean, you can still get pulled over, but congratulations on receiving your national bill license. A new gift card has been sent to your garage to celebrate. Congratulations on getting your B license. My name is Mr. Lopez. Mr. Lopez. In charge of the national A license. We're talking about the A license? I'm also your Gran Turismo competitive driver from Spain, which is my home. I can't do that. I can't do an actual Spanish accent. It's a little bit different from a Latino accent. Once you clear the test requirements for A1 to A10, you'll be approved for the national license. It's a good piece of advice before you start. Have you been using the auto braking feature? I have not. So it's just you try learning to drive without it. You can fast lifetimes if you do. Or you'll run into things in the track more. Bet you never thought of that, huh? What'd they give us? Was it the Citro? Get down here, screen. Why are you always so high? It drives me crazy. These are your gifts. When you receive a roulette ticket, you can trade them here, exchange them for cars, parts, credits, etc. It'll be exciting to see what you get. What if it's just like socks? Which I would not be upset over. Because then it means I don't have to wash socks as often. That's a gift unto itself. Oh, I got some credits. Maybe not as good as the socks. All right, let's test my my B license racing skills, huh? Or do I need an A license? Do I only just get the one track? That seems a little... like, are the rest of the tracks DLC? A1, alright. Don't use that on steak. I mean, it has to be pretty bad steak for you to use that on. You've heard of the in and out principle, right? Oh, is this an adult game? I didn't realize this was sponsored by Pornhub. This is the basic rule of cornering. Start on the outside, move to the inside of the track at the middle of the corner, then go outside again to the exit. Be sure to use the entire width of the track when doing this. This allows you to corner at the fastest possible speed. The aim of this challenge is to show that you've grasped the in and out principle. Are you ready? Let's go! I'm constantly doing that. I just want the 2D to be in the center of my screen. I want the center of it to be in the center of my vision. You know, not where I have to look up at it. I don't know why it thinks that my eyes are so low. Congratulations, you passed the test. Oh, that didn't seem any different than the B series of tests. Okay, well, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Gran Turismo 7 running on the PlayStation 5. We're using the PSVR2 headset. Yeah, it's a good experience. I think the 2D elements are just a little strange that there's so much 2D. You know, if you play some of the other kind of racing games in VR, the whole experience tends to be in 3D. Of course, they're not as high quality as the GT series. I mean, this is all about, you know, little details, running at the smoothest possible frame rate, and giving you the best experience without being too hampered by the open world setting. So yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, I know it's an old game, 2022 it originally came out, but there's lots of content. They're always updating. And if you have a PSVR2 or you're considering it, then this is certainly the game that you should own with the set. It's still, I think, the best looking game on the system. That even, you know, includes the Horizon game, and a couple of the horror games, which I was pretty fond of, like Resident Evil 4. But yeah, check it out if you haven't played it before. And if you're like me and you haven't played a Gran Turismo for a number of years, then this is a fun experience. They really did a good job with it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream. Sorry, I can't see the chat. Got this headset on.